Hey everybody, and welcome to BerCrew Studios special event. We are streaming episode 30, and we are also recording it, obviously, for YouTube posterity's sake. I'm your host, Nemes, with BerCrew Studios, and welcome everyone as we continue our journey with Cologne. We're probably going to do at least a few episodes here on the stream. So as folks join, you may hear me engaging with certain people in the chat. For those on YouTube, I will try to clarify questions so that it's not just me randomly talking to someone in the stream. All right, so when we left, we were at peace. We are making money because we just pieced out of a war. So let me get through the months so we can see our real economic, which is about 2.3. Let's see. Let's take a look at our aggressive expansion map mode. So pretty heavy. Because we just took Koblenz. So for those of you joining, or for those of you who have not watched previous episodes, that's cool. We just conquered Koblenz from Trier. We were trying to kind of make them a vassal, and what I'll probably do is, if I can get Trier, is release them as a vassal to make my second march. Magdeburg over here is one of our marches. If we look at our diplomatic situation right now, we've got 7 out of 5. We've got 2 vassals because we've got Magdeburg and Oldenburg. In fact, I'm gonna annex him here shortly. I'm probably gonna wait a little bit just because we're having some opinion issues thanks to the aggressive expansion. But I'll get my diplos to work right away. And we'll start to deal with that. So let's talk to all the people who are. Nobody's really pissed at us per se, but we'll still improve in the at least immediate vicinity here. Get all of our diplos back to work. Our allies are fine. Lubeck hates our guts, but that's because we wrecked them recently. France looks okay. Savoy, well, we're rival to them, so I don't really care. And Baden, we'll go ahead and do that. Baden's been, excuse me, pretty successful here. It's probably the biggest I've seen Baden ever. And of course, Austria has taken some of its land back, but Bohemia is the emperor, and he's clearly the major player. He finally did annex Bavaria, and so Bohemia is as big a scary as you can get. Unfortunately, everyone is still voting for him, which I think is kind of crazy, to be quite honest with you. So, as soon as we're done improving relations with everybody, we will go ahead and annex Oldenburg. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So, we haven't checked on the merchant situation lately. Let's do a quick review of tech. We're still ahead on both Diplo and military. We're currently doing a military idea. All right, that's him back. I did not take this idea yet because recruitment time isn't immediately beneficial because we're close to our force limit as it is, and we're not immediately at war. So I'll probably hold off on that a little bit. I might even do some military. No, I'll wait and take the tech. But Diplo, I probably will do some Diplo development. So if we take a look at our trade provinces here, I believe Ostfriesland, obviously. Oh, I could add that to the Holy Empire. Ostfriesland is an estuary, so I'll probably improve Diplo here. I think that's really the only major trade province we have. Yeah, 31.5 trade power. So if we improve Diplo here, we get extra goods produced and some local shipbuilding time and some monthly production income. Now that's one thing I didn't check was trade goods. So Braunschweig has iron. Got a lot of grain, unfortunately. Wool, fish. Let's see if any of these have decent production. So Oldenburg actually has a pretty good production just because it's been upgraded so much. But from a pricing perspective, it looks like salt might be our best current trade good. Oh, nope, it's silk. Alright, so I will go ahead and do that. Then I will let's get that trade back up. I've got 2 silk provinces, 3 silk provinces, so I'll check those 3 here. Alright, we've converged some heretics. We did make the decision to finally stay Catholic so that we could become the emperor at some point. So let me see where all my production money is. So I think I'm going to upgrade these cheaper provinces here. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Alright. Let's check on the fleet here. We did make another bark. Let's send him to Lubeck. And then let's keep converting all of these Protestants. Alright. So, we're probably going to have to chill for just a little bit. I'm going to kick it back up to speed 3, and I may even go to 4 here shortly, just because we've got a lot of aggressive expansion to burn off. When we took Koblenz, that was a 30 development province, so that didn't do anything. It didn't do nice things for our aggressive expansion. So, and let's take a look at the military real quick. We've got the 2 armies right now. 823, 912. I'll probably add some cav. Well, first I need to find out why I'm losing money all of a sudden. Well, funding my army is probably a part of it. I do have quite a few forts. I'm going to mothball them all for now. And then let's go ahead and just bring our military. I'm not going to bring it down all the way unless my rebels are very far away from firing here. 6 years. I'll keep it half funded. Lose admin or devotion. Oh boy. How much are we getting? We're getting plus 1.26 per year, so that's what, 15 years there, or lose almost a year's worth of admin points. I don't like losing monarch points, but I'm going to take it because we don't have religious unity right now. So, speaking of religion, we've got 100 papal influence. So, do we want our mercantilism? Thinking we want our mercantilism. Yep, free mercantilism. All right. We will need to get some building stuff upgraded soon as well. And we will need to select another ally. Unfortunately, I mean, Baden's a possibility. All right, we finally cored Koblenz. Very good. Yeah, woods and development. It's going to be kind of expensive to do any kind of upgrades on Koblenz. But we'll see. Magdeburg doing okay. Alright, the opinion on the rest of the stuff's gotten high enough that I'm going to go ahead and annex Oldenburg now. Because while they give me 4 troops, I'm certainly not going to make them a march. They're too small. 19 development province I'll add to my own. I may release Trier at some point. Just to get the second march, but the other option there is I could just take Gelre at some point and do the same thing. We've got lots of options there. All right. I'm getting close on military power and Diplo still. I do not want to be super far ahead on either. Military is not an issue because I can take the idea and or the tech, but on Diplo I'll probably continue to develop. 0.34 now there. Berg is... Unfortunately, these are all woods provinces, my my cloth provinces. But it's still the best trade good I got. Salt's not bad, though. Alright, another conversion. Let's see... Really, again? Admin and prestige. Well... well, I'll lose the prestige. I got 34. The other one was devotion, not prestige. And Berg and Hanover are both my full provinces. I haven't given them away to any estates. So I will probably go ahead and upgrade these guys. I'm going to stick with Berg right now because Hanover is not my religion yet. So we'll keep that going. Eventually all these upgrades are going to get our military. Every 10 development gets you an extra force limit, which is fantastic. We have finished... God, we are converting at a very good pace here. Now Braunschweig and Hanover. Guess I'll increase relations with Spain since he's the big scary guy. If you haven't been following the series, Spain has eaten a significant portion of France. They've also landed in North Africa. There is a massive, the biggest Tunis I've ever seen. They ate the entire North African coast, other than the Ottomans, and then also they inherited Naples, and Aragon. So Spain pretty scary in this one. Nevers, Provence. Trying to see who's allied to who down here. Looks like France is at war with Britain to take some of their land back. We'll see if they're able to survive that. This might be one of the first times I've ever seen France just flat out die this early in. Alright, so let's pause. So Bohemia, the biggest, scariest German ally on the planet, wants me to come to their aid. And this is a war they have started. They are the attacker against... So they're basically going after Tyrol. They want the gold. Ooh, I'll accept because they're not really allied to anyone. And it's not worth losing the prestige over, but man. Alright, well. Everyone hates us a little more. That's not exactly what we needed. But we're doing okay. We've got so many diplomats. It's not too hard to try to keep relations at a decent amount. So we'll do some more improvements. Holland, how are you doing? You're happy. Clergy gains influence. We'll make Flanders a little happier. Yep, that's good for now. We are nearing a military power cap, so I am going to take the idea. And then we'll get the tech here. Maybe at the end of the year. There's just no rush because we're not... While we're quote-unquote at war, yeah, it's not really. We're not really at war. My vassal's down there doing my part. Unfortunately, that did push us negative because it turned all our forts on, and it kicked our military up. But given the rebels right now, I'm going to go ahead and take the army maintenance down to less than half. Alright. I'm not going to get the next idea, even though I do really want the land leader fire because I don't want to fall behind too far on the actual technologies. Let me turn the sound down here. That sound was a little loud earlier, everyone. I apologize. Alright. Now we could attack some people just to break them up. So we could further attack Lübeck. My only concern there is that it'll give Switzerland or Sweden the opportunity to come in and take more of that land, and I would like to take as much of this as possible over time. We do have an empty advisor slot we should fill. I'll just get to +1, even though I don't really do anything with the navies right now. Why? Oh, you're going home because we're at war. I don't think anyone in this war has a navy, except for Riga. Yeah, Riga has a decent-sized navy. Alright, so... 153 is our new guy. Don't need the demotion, really. We're almost maxed out. Money's always good. I forgot this affects the estates now, though. So let's look at our estates. The clergy has a little too much influence right now, so I'm not going to do anything that gives them influence. Let's see. They have 56 influence, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Not clergy, though. We may just go local noble, but I hate to give... This is one of those things where, like, I don't want to give any of the estates, so my options are really local preacher or local noble. So I could gain the 10 prestige, or I could just keep my devotion max. I think I'll take the prestige. 335 is not terrible. I don't particularly like the name Engelbert. Maximilian Franz, that's not a bad one. Yeah, let's do Maximilian Franz. Oh, hello. Civil War. Austria. Good luck with that, buddy. Oh, Bohemia, you're so frightening. Now the problem is he has no imperial authority, and he never will because he's too big. He owns too much of the HRE. Anything else going on crazy in the world? Giant Tunis. There's so much consolidation in Africa, it's crazy. Alodia, Ethiopia doing well. Persia probably spawned out of and then ate the Ottoman, or the Timurids. Muscovy doing its normal thing. Lithuania, which is allied to but not PU'd by Poland, by the way. Alright, so we'll continue our conversions. Which is getting us a crap ton of papal influence, which is kind of nice. I do not want to become Defender of the Faith. Alright, we have integrated Oldenburg. Now that's going to have some negative effects because it's going to take our Diplo rep down. Our Diplo rep is down to 0. Which is probably not the end of the world, but it's not the greatest thing. Still have some EAE we're trying to burn. Oh, the clergy demand land, eh? Ugh. I'm not a huge fan of that. But their loyalty is going to drop like a rock if I don't give it to them. Alright, well, let's see here. What's my lowest development land? Castle, probably? Oh, it's Anhalt. You want Anhalt there, buddy? I think that'll push them just over the edge. They won't be pissy pants anymore. Yep, I did it. It's, they're real precarious on their loyalty right now, or their influence. If they get too high, then they become a problem for me. All right, so put our Diplos back to work. Improve with Sweden. Who else? England? You're pretty happy, but we'll top you off. We gained some random navy tradition, and then I think I'll work on Provence. Provence has gotten fairly powerful. Relatively. For those of you on the stream, we will be putting actual hard cuts in this. So in between, because it gives me time to get a drink and do everything else. But there'll be about 30 to 60-second cut on most of these. If there's going to be a longer one, I'll let you guys know. But we will be cutting a cut in here shortly, and then we'll be back in 30 to 60 seconds after that. But got a couple more minutes here to see what we're doing. This thing should end any second now. Not sure where Riga's fleet is. It looks like Riga's fleet is up by their own territory. Yeah, I'll take forward maintenance for 10 years. Oh, we're losing the devotion. We're doing okay on money right now. Not the best, but we're doing okay. Alright, there's peace. We got 10 ducats for basically our, probably because our guy went around and did stuff. Alright, our truce with Frankfurt ended. Are you still a free city? You are. That's unfortunate. Means the Empire will defend you. Alright, France is now the papal controller. That's interesting. Alright, we'll go ahead and take the military and the diplotechs now that they are, because I wanted to get our trade efficiency back. That'll help our monetary situation. And now we should be well ahead on, we'll get another idea or two through. Alright, how, our conversions are almost done. We did get another couple that converted back, which is unfortunate. But until I can deal with one of these centers of reformation, which I think is Lubeck. Is you the only one left? Lubeck and Nordjylland. So that might be a decent reason to go to war with Lubeck, honestly. Because our truce ends any second now. So, do we have... I think we have claims on them. Go ahead and get one more claim, but we're probably going to declare war on them soon, just to see if I can get them to... and if I could convert that stupid... stupid province. So you're... Gelra and Georgia. Georgia's not even near here, so I'm not worried about them. Gelra has 17. They have... how many? Military armies... So Gelra 17 and... oh wait, they're Lubeck now. 21, so... what is that? 38,000. I've got 25 and I'll get 3 more. So 28 plus that, that's 30 something just by myself. Nobody wants to join me though. Might have to wait for some favors to tick up. Pomerania might join once the truce is up. Which is any second now. Yep, truce expired. So let's check the situation now. Yeah, Pomerania would join. Holland, if we had Diplo Rep, they would join. There's no Diplo Rep guy. Alright, well we don't have to do it right this second, but that's probably our next move. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. I've been your host Nemes with BerCrew Studios. If you're on the stream, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll see you tomorrow.